Hello, I'm Harry Schubel, the Trades Director here at IBT. Hello, Harry again here at IBT in the HVAC Motor Control Lab. This is where you learn how thermostats work with all the different types of equipment. As you see here, we have quite a nice board featured up here. It tells you exactly your cooling thermostats, liquid level switches, to our crankcase heaters, high limit fan switches, so that way you can get familiarized with all the parts that go into an HVAC. Different styles of compressors, so you can learn all the different styles you might run into. We also have capacitors down here in the end, where you'll learn how to ohm those out to see if they electrically work, and that way you know whether they're good or bad. That way you're not just a parts changer, you'll actually be a technician and fixing the equipment. We have rooftops for our commercial people. You learn how this is a heat pump rooftop. You learn how to use your pressure gauges along with troubleshooting, rewiring, wiring schematics, and this is where you learn how to do residential HVAC. We have our condensing unit, which will normally be outside, and then we have our blower, which is our heating unit that will be inside. We have them all in one trainer, so you can see how they work together. The condenser, remember, expels heat. The blower has an evaporator in it. That's how the cooling system works, and then you guys will learn how to troubleshoot that, clean, do maintenance. Here we have our heating row, where you'll learn how to diagnose a heater, hook up the gas line. Again, read the schematics so you can troubleshoot, understand the codes that are on the heating boards, the diagnostic codes. You go through everything, taking them apart, the blower, putting them back together, so that way you'll understand how these things work mechanically and electrically. So you're just getting a tour of all of our commercial things, our reach-in freezers, refrigerators, your walk-in freezers, and now we have our ice machines. You'll also have classes in all these to learn how they work, function, and how to diagnose and clean. This is where you learn brazing. We have a brazing lab set up. You have your acetylene and your oxygen mixed tanks where you learn how to use these safely, and you'll learn different brazing, because you remember, HVAC systems are a complete sealed system, so you can't just use solder. It has to be brazed, so that way there's a complete system. None of the refrigerant can leak out, or that's an EPA violation, and that's what you guys are striving to get, is an EPA license, so you can be HVAC technicians. If your 10-month stay here, you'll be EPA certified, universal certified, ESCO employment ready air conditioning, ESCO employment ready electrical, and you'll take a first aid class along the way. We also have the Pacific Institute, which is a soft skills that you'll get training on that, so that way you can go to your interview and land your first HVAC technician job. This is a lot of fun. Look forward to having you here on our campus. We're standing in the motor control lab. So when you're in the motor controls, you'll be learning how to put things together. You'll use the start-stop stations, going over to relays. You have contactors, and you'll switch to fans to that. So just like if you were working in a commercial setting with escalators or conveyor belts, that's the kind of stuff you'll learn how to read the ladder diagram. This is where we do our panels, where you learn how to build the panels with the circuit breakers. This is a square D panel, so you'll have a mock kitchen breaker, bathrooms, bedrooms. Then we'll show you how to use GFCI and AFCI connections on these panels. In the 101 and 201 class, you learn how to do switching. So you'd have a single pole switches, three-way switches to turn on a light in multiple places. You would get all your supplies, your different gang boxes, single gang, double gang, triple gang boxes are there. We have switches, everything. So that way you learn the proper way. You use traveler wires, the 14.3, 14.2 wire, and that way that gets your career started for your first 12 weeks here at IBT. So again, here we are out in the lab. This is one of our solar trainers, where you learn how to use to take solar from a roof all the way down into a panel. So you go into a converter, you have your controllers and cut off switches. You also learn how to bend some conduit while you're doing this as well. Hello again, that's Harry here at IBT, again, the trades director. This is our house where you learn how to wire a house all the way through. We bring the wires to a panel, we run them, the lighting, we have our kitchen, mock-up kitchen, to where you put the disposal, dishwasher, GFCIs, pull the wire and staple it properly. These are some progress, they're in progress right now, they're just learning. So some of the wiring isn't perfect, but we'll have you perfect before you leave IBT. Electricians, when you finish our program, you'll be certified in scissor lift safety, electrical safety, lockout, tag out. You'll have your electrician's training card. You'll be trained CPR and the Pacific Institute, TPI, for your soft skills.